Hi, I am Bhavik Thakkar. Welcome to Bititude. If you're more comfortable with Hindi language, please hit the I button and watch the Hindi version of exact same video. But if you are comfortable with English, let's carry on. Well, in our basic video on algebra, we understood what exactly does linear equation mean. For example, we understood what is an algebraic equation, how to frame the algebraic equation and how to solve the linear equation. Fair enough. But in this particular video, we are going to understand the innovative methods, not the traditional ones. As you know, Bititude always comes up with something new. So, in most of the questions, our effort is to use logic and answer the questions without making equations. But there would be some 10% of the questions where you might have to frame equations and solve it traditionally. But as you know, Bititude has come up with the shortcuts even in solving algebraic equations. So, it's going to be really different kind of logics and very unique kind of logic which you will not be able to find anywhere else. So, be there till the end. Let's get started. Now the question is, what are those innovative techniques that we can use to solve the linear equations? Well, we'll take some examples and we'll see how it goes, alright? So that you actually understand how exactly these logical methods work. So I'm not going to give you any theoretical idea. While solving the equations, we will get an idea on our own. So innovative ways, let us understand the first. If you are supposed to solve this particular equation, how will you solve it? Think about this. Now look, traditionally, the traditional method says either you make x equal or y equal. Now it's going to be very lengthy, isn't it? Because if you want to make x equal, you will have to multiply first equation by 51 and second by 29. Or if you want to make y equal, then you will have to multiply first equation by 81 and second by 19. Fair enough? So it's not going to be that easy, as we can see, right? So what could be the method then we can adopt? If you can understand, there could be another one as well. The logic could be making constant same. Which one is the constant? This is the constant. So sometimes, I don't know why in textbooks, they always ask us to make either x equal or y equal. We can also make the total equal, right? And in this particular case, as you can see, it's very easy. If you multiply this first equation by 3, 460 into 3, will be 1380. So then it will become 29 into 3, that is 57x plus 57y and sorry, not 57, 87x, right? 87x plus 57y is equal to 1380, right? And then we know that means this is equal to this, right? Because both are 1380, and when both of these are equal, we can easily understand that 36x is equal to 24y. So 12 into 3, 12 into 2, that means x by y is equal to 2 by 3. Fair enough? That means if x is 2, y is 3. Let us put that value inside. X is 2 and y is 3. They are going to be in that ratio, right? So we are actually taking a replica now. That's what innovative methods are all about. Now we can understand x is 2 and y is 3. If x is 2, this will become 58 plus y is 3, this will become 57. So total will become 115. But actual total is exactly 4 times, as you can see. It's not 115, it is 460. Exactly 4 times. There you go, you got your answers. Exactly 4 times, 2 into 4. So x is 8, 3 into 4, y is 12. There you go. As simple as that. Fine. So imagine how much time it would have taken if you would have made x equal or y equal. So another thing could also be you can make the constant equal. I don't know why it's not taught anywhere in school, but it's just sheer logic. Fair enough? You could understand this. So I hope you enjoyed this particular method as well, right? Let's move on to the second kind of question. What about this one? if you are supposed to solve these equations, how will you solve it? Now you will think, sir, if I want to make x equal, very difficult, y equal, very lengthy too, constant equal, which we did in the last question, it's also not possible. So how exactly can we do it in this one? Well, that's where Beatitude comes into the picture. There is another way you can do it. If you can understand, the question is, the sum of coefficient has to be same. Sometimes if it is same, it's easy. If you understand x plus y, 129 plus 143, how much it is? 272, right? Here also it is 272. Fine. So when total is same of x and y together, we can easily understand this. Just subtract one equation from the another. You can easily understand, like 141x minus 129x. So 12x, 130 minus 12y, because the difference is going to be the same, is equal to, I think, minus 24, because we subtracted first one from the second one, right? So you will get y minus x is equal to 2. And once you understand this, there are various ways to solve this equation now. The first one is, so that means y is 2 greater, right? Y is 2 greater. Are you getting this? So one way of doing it is, you assume, say, y, if we give 2 rupees to y, say for example this is rupees, then 131y, 131 2 will be 262. Are you getting this? So apart from these two, x and y are equal. This is the logic I am using here. Once you get this, how to get the values now? That is, first method is, try to understand this. Apart from this extra 2, y and x are going to be same. So I am giving 2 rupees to y beforehand. So 131 into 2, that is 262. So out of this, if I already give 262 to y, right? Now x and y would be equal. Fine. So if I give 262, what I will be left with is 1360, right? I will be left with 1360. And as you can understand, now x and y would be equal, and total is 272. So just divide this by 272, and it has to be 5, right? It has to be 5. Getting this? It has to be 5. That means x is 5 and y is that 2 extra, 7. There you go. You got your answer. As simple as that. Are you getting this? That's how you can easily solve this. Try to understand again. What I'll do is, I'll just erase all of this so that you can actually understand that thing. Look, try to understand this. When total is same, you can understand the difference. Difference is 12 here, 12 also is there. That means if I deduct this from this minus this, minus 12x plus 12y is equal to 24. 12 is common, so you can understand y minus x is equal to 2. Right? Once you know this, what does this actually means? What is the practical implication is y is 2 greater than x, right? So apart from that 2 greater, both are equal. So now you can use either of this, right? You can also use this first equation, give y the 2 extra first. So 143y are there. If you give all of them 2 extra, 286 would be used. 286 out of this means, try to understand, as if 129 are boys, 143 are girls, and total rupees are 1646. But you know that boys have got, or maybe girls have got 2 rupees extra. So give 2 rupees extra to girls. 143 girls are there. Give them 286 rupees first. Now the money left is this minus this, that is 1360. But now this money is to be distributed equally among them, right? Fair enough? Makes sense to you? So they are all, in total, there are 272 boys and girls. So when we divide this 272, 1360 among 272, they are all going to get 5 each. That means x value is 5 and y's value is also 5, but we already kept extra 2 rupees for them. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So answer is as simple as 5 and 7, right? This is how easily you can solve this kind of the questions once you find this out. Fair enough? Look, there is another way also. There is another way also you can understand this. So if you want to try that one, there is other way to solve this kind of the question as well. I'll get to that particular method as well. Let me erase this first. Now look, once you understood that y minus x is equal to 2, right? So how you can do. Now try to understand. So whenever we are converting, now try to understand from here to here. We converted 12y to x, right? 12y, are you getting this? 12y, because 12y are decreased, 12x is increased. So we converted 12 and 24 is decreased. Fair enough. So per y we decrease, we are getting total decreased by 2. Per 1 y, total amount, because you will have to spend 2 rupees less per this. Are you getting this? So per y, you are going to get 2 rupees lesser. Just a minute. No, 2 rupees lesser. So now try to understand. If I convert all this 130y into this, then I would be left with 272x. So now try to understand. I converted all of them into this, right? So 131 into 2, that is 262 rupees will be saved as well. So 272x will be 1622 minus 262, that is 1360. Same thing, right? X is equal to 5. And once you find x is equal to 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. Are you getting this? How I did it? I tried to understand that when I decreased 12y and I increased 12x. That means when I converted 12y into x, right? 24 is decreased. So per y I am converting into x, my amount is getting decreased by 2. So when I will convert all of them into x, the x will become 272, but my saving will be 131 into 2, that is 262. So my total will become 1360. There you go. That's it. Fine. So there were two ways to solve this kind of the question, where making sum of coefficients C. Fair enough, right? All right then. What about this one? Can you solve this one? Now you will say, sir, making x equal is difficult, y equal is equally difficult. Total, it is also not that easy, right? Because there is no LCM, we can find out of this very easily. So traditional method don't work. Making constant same does not work. Making sum of coefficients same. So if you understand, look, last time the total was same, 272, but here this one is 47 and this one is, so try to understand, this one is 47 and this one is 141. So it's not same, but it's easier to make them same. If you multiply this 47 by 3, you get 141. So just multiply this by 3, you will get 75x plus 66y and is equal to, into 3 will be 1176, right? How I did? 400 into 3 minus 8 into 3, because this is 400 minus 8, right? So 400 into 3 is 1200 minus 24. There you go. Now try to understand. Once you find it out, because total is same, right? If you find out the difference is 23x and 23y. So now there are two ways to do it, right? One is just simply deduct this minus this. You will find x minus y is equal to 115 minus 115 by 23, that is minus 5. All right. Or you can say y minus x is 5. That is first way of doing it. Y minus x is 5. That means y is 5 more. So give 5 to y first. Give 5 to y here. Okay. 25 into 5. So they will get 125. So total will be decreased by 2. How much it would be? 30, 67. 267. All right. All right, are you getting this? When you will, because now you are getting that y is 5 more. When y is 5 more, give that 5, give that 5 more to y. 22 into 5 is 110, sorry for that. 110, so total will become 282. Now they are in total 47, right? 47 x and y. So divide it by 47 and you should get 6 maybe. Yeah, 6. That means again y is 5 more, that means x is 6, and y is 5 more, that is 11. That is one way of doing it. The first way that we did the earlier sum as well. Are you getting this? Fine. Again I am telling you, look, this means 25 boys and 22 girls, total are 392 rupees. Fine. Now when I multiply it by 3, I got this thing first, that y minus x is equal to 5. that much is understood anyway. That means girls have got 5 rupees more. So I gave those 5 rupees to girls first. 22 into 5, 110 rupees will be spent there. So now all boys and girls have got equal amount of money. 392 minus 110 is 282. And now in total there are 47 boys and girls. I just divided. I got 6 rupees. So you have to give 6 rupees to all. But girls have got 5 more because we already kept aside 110. So 5 more, that is 6 and 11. Fair enough. Or another one. Let me erase this and let us take another method where we understood as soon as we multiplied this by 3. That had to be done, right? So 75x plus 66y is equal to 1176. And then we understand that when you convert it, try to understand from here to here, when you converted 23x into 23y, x to y, right? Your amount is increasing by 5, right? Because it is 115, but it is 23, right? 23x are converted into 23y. Total amount is increasing by 115. That means for each x you are converting into y, the amount is increasing by 5. Now convert all of them into this. So that will make 75 plus 66. How much it would be? 141y, right? Fine. And the amount will be, because you are getting increased, 75 into 5, 375 will be the increase, plus 375. So it will be 14, 15, 51, right? And if you understand 14 into what, around this, into 11, yeah, into 11, right? So there you go. Here also you can get y is equal to 11. So whatever method you are comfortable with, but this is how you can do it and do away with the traditional method. Fair enough. So I hope you are enjoying this. Fine. We have got 2 new methods now. Either you can make this efficient same, constant same, or the sum of coefficients same. Fair enough. All right then. What about this one? How would you answer this? Many a times this kind of the question is also asked when a into b is given as some constant. It could be speed into time, some distance, price into quantity, some expense, or maybe length into width, some area. Anywhere this can be asked. When one of these is increasing by 9, another one is to be decreased by 14, and still the product is remaining same. Find the values of a and b. This is many a time asked. Like if, so you are spending 3780 rupees on mangoes. When the price increases by 9, the number of mangoes that you can buy are decreasing by 14. Or it can be asked, and still you are spending the same amount of money. Or you can be asked, speed, I don't know what was speed, what was time, but you were traveling 3780 kilometers. When speed is increasing by 9 kilometers per hour, the time is decreasing by 14 hours. Then still the total kilometer you are covering is 3780. Find the values of a and b, or only a or only b, something like this. Fine. So how would you be able to solve this kind of a question? Let's try to understand. Look, because this is given, all you need to do is to assume, like trial and error method. Find out the factors, right? Find out the factors and try to figure it out. If one is increasing by 9, another has to decrease by 14. That's all you will do. You will not actually make like, a into b is 3780 and then a plus 9 and b minus 14 is also equal to 3780. So 2 equations, 2 variables, of course it will solve, but it will take more time. Do trial and error method. Alright. Something like, okay, factorize this. So as soon as we see this, we know it is divisible by 4 also and 5 also, so that will make it 20. So if it is 20, just divide this by 20. 20 into even 6 also, right? 20 into 6 will be 120. Okay, I would put just 2 here because 1 2 is there. So 6 5s are 30 into 2 60. 60 into 6 is 36, 1 18, 63. All right. So I'm getting 2 into 5 into 6 into 63. 63 is nothing but 7 into 9. All right. So now just try to figure out some 2 factors, right? For example, let's try, for example, now look, 3780 is roughly 60 squares next. So let us make 1 as 60. Let us make 1 as 60. So 60 means 6 into 10. 60 into 63. Right? Now try to understand. If 1 increases by 9, then it will become 69. 69 means the 1 factor is 23, which is not the factor here. That means it's not possible. So if I increase this by 9, then it will become 72. 72 means 9 into 8, but we don't have 9 into 8 here, right? 9 is there. For 8 we need 3 2's. We have got 1 2 here, 1 2 here, but not 3 2's. That means it is not going. So this could not be the case. So think about some another fraction. Forget about 60. Decrease it. Maybe around 50 we cannot make. Around 48 we cannot make. 45 maybe. Try to figure out 9 5s is 45. So if 1 is 45, so this did not work, right? Forget about it. 9 5s 45, then another is 7 into 6, 42 into 2, 84. All right. Now think, if this increases by 9, it will become 54. 54 is possible. 54, yes, 9 into 6 could be 54. So one could be 54. The another one has to be 7 into 5, 35 into 2, 70. So another is decreasing by 14. There you go, right? So just do trial and error and you will be able to figure it out. And most of the times there will be option as well, right? For A and B, or maybe even if they are asking only A, you can take an option, increase it by 9 and check whether the another one is decreasing by 14 or not. Why? To make equation. Right now we didn't have options, so I made trial and error. But you would have options, right? You can use options, right? If the option is something like this. For example, they are asking the value of A, and options are say 60, 63, 45 and 84, right? So first you will have to understand, if I take 60, if it is increasing by 9, it will become 69. 69 is not the factor of this. Forget about 60. If I am using 63, and if they are saying it is increasing by 9, it will become 72. 72 is not the factor. Forget about that one. If I am using 45, then another value has to be, divide this by 45, you will find another value as 84. And then think, if it is increasing by 9, 54, of course 54 is a factor as well, and another value becomes 70. That means another value is getting decreased by 14. The given condition is satisfied. There you go. A's value has to be 45. Fair enough, right? So in this kind of the questions, just do this. All right. Last kind of category where you will be given this kind of the data. A into B is 3. Now look, no, this is already something we solved. What about this one? We are just not given the value. All right, that whether it is 3780, it could be anything. And then we are given two different data. If A increases by 5, B decreases by 16. And when A decreases by 1, B increases by 16. And now find all the value A, B and this C, whatever the constant, we call it C. So how will you be able to find out all those three values? Right? Now, of course, one equation is, now try to understand. If you go by the traditional method, you will say A increases by 5. So it becomes A plus 5. And B decreases by 16. So it becomes B minus 16. And it is also AB, right? Because the original was AB. And this, the value is not changing. That means it is AB because it's constant. Now, another equation will become A minus 5, no, A minus 1, and B is increasing by 16, B plus 16, and the value, it is still AB. Whatever the value, it is still the constant, is the same. So now you have got two equations, right? Now try to understand, solve this. It will become AB, right, minus 16A plus 5B minus 80 is equal to 0, and next equation will be AB plus 16A minus B, and when you multiply this, minus 16 is equal to 0. Not 0 is equal to AB, sorry, not 0. It was my mistake to put 0. It is AB as well, and this one is AB as well, right? Not 0. Sorry about that. Now, try to understand. AB is at both the sides, right? So you can cancel AB, 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 AB. Fine. Now, what is the next sort of equation you will get? Try to understand this. Minus 16A plus 5B is equal to minus 80 will go that side. 80 minus 16a plus 5b. I am taking the new page here, minus 16a plus 5b is equal to 80. Fine. And try to understand, 16a minus b is equal to 16, right? So, 16a plus b is equal to 16. Are you getting this? Fine. And now of course you can solve this equation. But think about the effort that you had to go through, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and then you came up with the normal equation, right? So these 4 lines that you are using, which is a waste of time, for that I am giving you the trick. The trick is very simple. Now just try to understand this. Just cross multiply. That means b is decreasing by 16, that is minus 16, right? So multiply that minus 16 with a, minus 16a. A is increasing by 5, that is plus 5 into b. Are you getting it what I am doing? Just cross multiply the change in b with a and change in a with b. And that's what we are getting. Look, it's nothing new. So that you know, you will not have to waste your time doing this. You can, and many times this kind of the question is asked. Like, when my speed increases by 5 km per hour, time decreases by 16 hours. And when speed decreases by 1 km per hour, time increases by 16 km per hour. Find the distance. Find the distance. Or find my initial speed. Or find whatever. Fine. So, whenever this kind of the question is asked, what you can do? Directly make this equation and then it's a cakewalk, right? So that you know, you will save your time making all these 4 lines. How you can do? Again, try to understand. Decrease means minus, minus 16a. Increase means plus, plus 5b is equal to, just multiply this, 5 into 16, 80. There you go. Here, try to understand. Plus 16a, decrease means minus 1b, decrease is, oh sorry, minus 1 it has to be, right? Here also, yeah, it was minus b, I just wrote it wrongly, it is minus b, right? Minus b. So, minus b is equal to 16 into 1, 16. There you go. And now solving this equation is not a big deal, because you can simply add them up, because say minus 16, 16 will get cancelled. 5b minus b is what? 4b is equal to 64. So, b is equal to 16, right? And once you get one value, another value, you can just put 16 here. Minus 16 will go that side, 32. 16a is 32. So, a is equal to 2, right? Is it? Just a minute. 4b is equal to, oh, we added them. Sorry about that. We added them. So, it was 96. So, 4b is 96, b is equal to 24. Sorry about that. So, b is equal to 24. Once you get b is equal to 24, 24 will go that side. 24 plus 16 is 40. 16a is equal to 40. So, a is equal to 40 by 16, 5 by 2, 2.5. So, a is equal to 2.5, right? So, otherwise it was very difficult to find this out. If you are supposed to find out the constant, it is 24 into 2.5, 60. Now, it would be very difficult, right, without framing this equation to find out that 60. But right now, just one direct step of this equation and there you go. So, I am taking one more example. Fine, I am taking one more example. If you can do this, it would be a cakewalk. Just try to do it. Should be very easy, right? Now, hopefully you could do it. It's very simple. Minus 1a. So, minus a plus 10b is equal to 10 into 1, 10. Next, minus 1.75a, right? Minus 1.75a plus 20b is equal to 20 into 1.75, that is 3.5 into 235, right? And once you do this, it's pretty easy. Just double this, fine, just double this so that b becomes equal. Minus 2a plus 20b is equal to 20, and now just subtract, right? Then you will subtract minus 1.75 minus plus 2, that is 0.25a, bb will get cancelled, is equal to 15. So, a is equal to 60. Fair enough, right? Once you get a is equal to 60, just put it here, right? Minus 60, it will become plus 60, 70, 10 into 7, So B has to be 7 then. If everything is right, I don't know. B is equal to 7, right? So yeah, should be, right? 60 into 7, constant is 420. If we are supposed to find out constant, you can also try here. 60 minus, when A increases by 20, it will become what? 80. And B decreases by this, that means it will become 5.25. This also has to be 420, has to be. So it's the same. So answer is 67 and 420. Fair enough. I hope you are getting this and it's pretty easy, right? So I think yes, that's about it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this one, and this is going to be used in further topics. So whenever we are supposed to make equation and solve them, these techniques will prove to be a very good shortcut. Alright then, keep watching, keep learning, and have a nice one.